These are icemen. They used to deliver large chunks of ice to households before the invention of refrigerators in the late 19th century and the early 20th century, when the classrooms still used to look like this. The world has changed, the job markets have changed, but generations have sat and studied in the same outdated classroom, but not anymore. We are on a mission to find the best classroom. But for that, we're going to break down the very idea of what a classroom is and build it back over all the way back from scratch. If a problem needs to be addressed, we must understand the history first. And no, I'm not talking about the Gurukul system. That ringing sound you hear in between two periods, that might give you a hint to its origins and also its widespread adoption. Our current classrooms have had their origins in Prussia and came to be known as the factory model of education. Not because it gained traction during the Industrial Revolution, but for a much more sinister reason. It was widely adopted to meet the labor demands of the Industrial Revolution, providing mass accessible education to people who previously had little access to schooling. Sounds noble, right? Not if you dig a little deeper. Schools adopted factory-like values, uniformity, order, and strict schedules to prepare children for the repetitive and disciplined nature of industrial work. By grouping students into batches and moving them through a standardized assembly line of subjects, the system could educate a large number of people efficiently. It aimed to create compliant, literate citizens who could follow complex instructions. To be fair, this model did what it was designed to do: create a disciplined working class for the repetitive nature of industrial work. This model, though, fails to nurture two important qualities for the modern world because these are very hard to measure. But before getting into that, we need to address this more fundamental issue. If we want to change classrooms as we know it, we need to first find out what is the purpose of a classroom. Classrooms are not a place where you learn which is the largest ocean in the world. It's a place where your personality is molded and the kind of person you're going to become will be determined within those very four walls. The purpose of a classroom should be to provide the right facilities to students to improve themselves. I know that's a bit of a vague definition, but to be honest, that's the best we could come up with, which encompasses both the academic aspects of what a student needs and also the character traits that they need to develop. But there is a gaping hole in this definition. What should be improved towards? Well, before that, we have to confess something. The purpose of this video was never to find out the best classroom, because honestly, there is no one size that fits all. The classrooms for kindergarten need to be colorful and more interactive and fun than an average 12th standard classroom. The classes in college need to be more flexible, and professional courses are an entirely different ballgame. And that's what we want to focus on here. Kalvium deals with B.Tech in computer science engineering, and our mission here is to find what makes the perfect B.Tech CSE classroom. For that, we first need to find out what is the purpose of a professional degree. A professional degree is expected to train you for a very specific profession or skill. To put it simply, MBBS is a professional degree, and the student who passes out should be able to treat a patient from day one. It's a lot of pressure, I know, but that's what should be expected, right, from a professional degree. The same goes for B.Tech CSE students. You need to be industry ready from day one. And for that, just knowing to code alone won't be enough. Remember the two qualities we spoke about earlier? Those are going to be game changer for you. Wondering if computer science engineering is still the right choice in 2026 when AI is everywhere? Or if you're not sure how to evaluate colleges and want to find out what actually matters for placements, join this free webinar conducted by industry experts and clear all your doubts. The link is in the description. If you want to learn more about Kalvium B.Tech CSE, where you learn everything practically from day one, the link is in the description. Fill the form and our counselors will reach out to you with further details. We often think of B.Tech as a game of logic and math, but data tells a completely different story. A landmark 2019 study by Tatiana Novikova analyzed professionals with over a decade of experience and found something startling. Intelligence doesn't explain career success as much as the ability to solve problems creatively. In school and even in engineering exams, there is usually only one correct answer to every problem. like a multiple choice test. This is called convergent thinking. This linearized approach is great for standardized testing and exam purposes, but fails to foster the creative problem solving skills that are so essential for the tech world. In contrast, the professional world rewards divergent thinking, which involves exploring multiple directions and generating a high volume of original ideas. Because in a career, you're not just solving old problems, you're finding solutions for problems that don't even exist yet. There is no LHS or RHS. It is just you and your creative problem solving skills. Because on day one of your job, your boss won't ask you for your GPA. They'll ask you for a solution no one has ever thought of yet. Cherry on top, a meta-analysis of 5 decades of research confirms that focused training significantly improves such a creative performance. That means with training, the students will become more creative over time. The more creative they are, the more likely they are industry ready by day one. A classroom thereby has to be a place where students can engage in creative problem solving abilities to build their creative prowess. But for that, the curriculum also has to be flexible. So, for the perfect B.Tech CSE classroom, we need a perfect curriculum too. Not just a curriculum, that brings us to the second quality, that is collaboration and communication. In a professional setting, your ability to communicate and collaborate with your teammates is vital. Even if your technical skills are second to none, if you can't effectively communicate with your peers, it's worthless. So, students need to learn to collaborate and communicate effectively with their classmates even before they enter the professional world. So, for the perfect B.Tech CSE classroom, you need the perfect curriculum, the perfect classmates, and the perfect mentors too. As we dove into the research for this video, we realized that defining a perfect CSE classroom is far more complex than we imagine it to be. There are countless moving parts: the curriculum, the classmates, the mentors, the teachers, and countless more. And perfecting each one individually is a task too massive for a single video. Because this journey is so vital, we are making this our mission for 2026. We will investigate each and every aspect of the classroom, the layout, the infrastructure, the teachers, mentors, and even the minutest aspects like lighting, location, and we will get expert opinions, talk to students, and by the end of the year, we will provide the ultimate blueprint for the best B.Tech CSE classroom. You can join us in this journey and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any update on this.